Hey, what's up everybody, this is Cheat, and I've had this gameplay recorded for well over a month now, and I haven't been able to commentate it. It's been a real pain. I think from now on all my videos are just going to have music, so I'm sorry if you hate my musical tastes, but it's just, right now I don't really get many chances to commentate videos. So, anyway, Krieg build, first one. Going to be using Toast class mod. First we're going to fuel the fire, and the elemental chance is actually pretty significant on Krieg, so I feel like that's a good skill. And then pain is power, 50% weapon and melee damage for body shots, and then an extra 100% if you're on fire, which is 150%, which is massive. Elemental elation, that's 120% fire rate at 11 to 5, which is ridiculous. Delusional damage. This is you can pretty much use whatever element. I know it says Hellborn for fire, but it's definitely not restricted to just fire weapons, as I'm sure most of you know. Now we're going to go Burn Baby Burn. I know I said this is an every element build. We're mainly using this for the ignite chance, but the burn damage and on fire bonus are nice too. And then, let's see, after that, oh yeah, Elemental Empathy. This is one of the best skills, I think, for Krieg, especially if you have grenades to use with it. The 25% is a lot more than it sounds like. If you throw out a grenade, you're pretty much full health if it hits somebody. And now we have Blood Twitch. This is really useful for switching from slag to your fire element and, switching to other elements. Weapon swap speed's a lot more useful in EVHM because you have to switch weapons a lot more. And now we have Blood-Filled Guns. And that's just kind of a filler skill. None of the tier 2 skills were that good. Now Bloodbath, this skill is really good. If you get a grenade kill, and if you get a grenade kill, it gives you 250% weapon damage, which is ridiculous. And 75% grenade drop chance is really good too, because obviously it means you can just throw out grenades and keep your grenades stock up pretty well. Considering if you kill 2 or more, you're pretty much going to get a guaranteed return on your investment. So then the Bloodlust cooldown reduction and the reload speed and blood explosion, which is obviously really good, as I'm sure all of you have seen. It's not as good on this build. You have to kind of be in a special situation to get that going, but it's still a good skill regularly. And then Numb Nerves for the damage reduction. That's pretty good, I feel. And okay, Hellfire. I think this is the best combination of damage, burn damage, ignite chance, and fire rate and everything. It's the best all around incendiary weapon, in my opinion. And then the Slaga, it's the best. Yeah, it's the best slag weapon in the game. Conference Call. It's kind of a filler. You can use, really anything here. I just kind of have it there, so I have one of every element. And the Hornet down below is really good. If I'm going to go to it, there it is. Nope, never mind. Yeah, the Hornet's really good. Best corrosive gun in the game. Has 80% grenade damage, which is really high. It's, I think, second highest in the game. So it does a lot more damage than it shows on the card even. Now I have the Transformer. This and the Relic were probably the toughest parts to build for me. But with this build, it's really important to keep your shield up because you're going to be constantly burned by the fire damage. And your shield doesn't take very much fire damage. So it's very important you keep it up because if the fire gets down to your health, you're going to go down pretty quickly. And that's also why I picked up the Skin of the Ancients for the fire resistance. So it does less damage to you, I believe. Yeah, I didn't specifically test it, but it sure seems like it does. And maybe it doesn't, but I mean the fire and corrosive and explosive resistance are still pretty useful, considering the shock immunity. And then Raised Toast, +6 elemental elation, +5 pain is power, really good. Now the longbow fire burst, and a lot of you are going to ask, why didn't you use a fire bee? And I'll tell you why. It's because that thing is ridiculous. It's evil. It shoots out the little bomblets, and if it's possible for it to hit you with them, it will hit you with them. Like you think, oh, it's random, it just shoots them out randomly. No, that thing targets you, and you will die. And this is a lot easier. The AOE is a lot more easier to predict, and it still does really great damage. So that's why I picked the purple. Now we're gonna go do some gameplay. See, throw that out. is difficult. Everyone's dead. Slag. Switch. He's dead. And yeah, if y'all didn't know, I'm sure most of y'all know by now, but DOTs do build up your bloodlust stacks, so you're going to be building up bloodlust stacks pretty quick, especially with fuel to fire up and the fire rate from elemental elation. You're going to be at 100 stacks, I mean, pretty quick, and you're going to stay there pretty much as long as you're in a firefight, especially if you're throwing out grenades, because the DOTs last quite a while. And yeah, really, this is, I think, probably one of the best DPS gun builds for Krieg. Take that dude out. Nope. Just kidding. That was slightly embarrassing, but I don't know. It happens. And then I fail. And my second one, I reload early. I don't know. That's my bad habit with this build. I still reload a lot. I don't know why. And then elemental elation fails me for a second, but it's okay. Slag, and look how fast, that's just one grenade, and it just demolished his health when he got slagged. So fire beat really definitely not necessary. And then slagged and melted an ultimate badass. No big deal. Hitting 250,000. So it's pretty good considering my crazy fire rate from elemental elation. And then health regen. Look at that. I mean, that's just DOTs. I'm not even using my grenades. And Assassin Oni actually came all the way over here chasing after me. And a back pedal. And I shoot him in the face. And he dies. That's my general strategy, to shoot things in the face. I know some of y'all would think, well, wouldn't you want to shoot him in other places besides face? But no, face is generally the best. So slag, switch, dead. I didn't even have the reload boot or switch boost that time. I know a lot of y'all probably don't like switching weapons, but if you're gonna play EVHM, it's pretty necessary. And there I died, but I threw out the grenade, so it's an easy kill. And with this build, you will go down sometimes. It's not the most survivable build, especially with the fire. If you get your shields taken down, there's a good chance you're going to go down, but if you can keep your shields up, you're in good shape usually, especially with the health regen. And that's where the shock resist or shock immunity actually comes in really handy, because you can pretty much, if somebody has a shock weapon, I mean, you can even get a shock weapon yourself. You can get like a shock, I don't know, slow hand or whatever, and you can just run around and shoot the floor and heal yourself with it. So, but that's just kind of boring. I don't like doing that, but I mean, it is a possibility for you to do if you want to. Yeah, I mean, you will go down. It's no big deal. I mean, going down, it happens to everyone. Unless you specifically make a build for not going down, which is kind of boring. So I like doing lots of damage. So, well, I mean, you can use Moxie weapons and stuff. I find the Moxie weapons kind of boring. So that's why I don't really like to use them that much. Flame of the Firehawk, obviously you can use it with this, and it's really powerful, but that's all. I mean, gameplay for that is blue shields, run up to enemy. That's it. It's really boring. And so I like having builds that are powerful and fun. And having one of the two, well, having one that's just powerful is kind of boring. I like having fun when I play, not just killing people. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, the Flame of the Firehawk build is really effective, but I just don't find it that much fun. And hit myself with a grenade because I'm that good. And, oh man. See how, I mean, that was just like 3 shots, and I'd completely wrecked that Psycho. The Hornet is ridiculous. Like, you can use it on fleshy enemies if you really want to. And it'll wreck anybody, really. It doesn't care. See? Everyone's dead. I only hit him. I didn't even aim at him that well. But he died. Yep, slagged, dead. Here comes the assassin. Throw some nades, slag up. And this brings me to my next point. Is that this guy is actually better, and long duration fights compared to a lot of other Krieg builds that rely on kill skills, because he can build up elemental elation and bloodlust stacks. So that's good. So, I mean, other Krieg builds, you run out of your kill skills, and you're like, well, what now? In this build, you know, you got your elemental elation, you got your bloodlust up, so you're still good. You don't need your kill skills, but they're definitely, you know, if you want to do really high burst damage, the grenade damage one, that boosts your weapon damage, that one. Completely forgot the name of it. Yeah. Like I said, it's been almost a month since I recorded this, and I haven't played that much Borderlands since. So, yeah, sorry about that. Grenade, and somehow I do not kill myself here. I don't know what happens. And then elemental elation, restore my health. Thank you. Now it stops because my grenade ran out. And swap. And sometimes when I'm low on health, I'll try to kind of leave people alive so I can burn them and take their health, but it's not that big of a deal. That guy's dead. You're dead. Sorry for spawn camping. Not really. I'm not sorry. That guy. There you go. Krieg melee fans. There's your melee action. Super exciting. Fun stuff. Grenade. Oh no, I'm down. Oh, where is everybody? Oh no. Oh, okay. Okay, that worked pretty well. See? Yeah, we're all bad guys. That's right. Suck my grenades. Oh, ultimate badass? You don't want any of that. And keep in mind that that was shooting through his shield, so I really only did 33% of the damage I should have been doing, because Hellfire does 50% grenade damage and 100% weapon damage. So that 50% is really only 33% of your total damage. So I would have killed him 3 times faster if I had been shooting at his flesh. So pretty much the moral of the story is that this build does pretty crazy DPS, and I am not good at throwing grenades on time. Threw all those way too early. But anyway, he's on fire. He's dead. Everyone's dead. Except for me. This build's powerful. You might go down some, but it's a lot of fun. And it definitely, you know, I played it a couple of times, and it took me a couple iterations to get a version like with a good shield and relic that wouldn't die a lot, because I did die a lot at the beginning. But if you get used to playing this and you get, you know, good at knowing when to throw your grenades and when to do stuff, it's a lot of fun. And I believe I read the YouTube commentator handbook, and I think this is the part where I beg you guys to like and subscribe, but I mean, you don't have to. My video wasn't that good, so I mean, bye and stuff.